Hi Creek Fit members, this is Alexis, your senior fitness specialist, and today I'm here with your YouTube Christmas workout of the day. This workout is mostly going to target your core, so it's going to focus on stability as well as your overall balance. This is also especially designed for those of you who have indulged in way too many holiday goodies. Today I'm going to be demonstrating 10 exercises, and you can complete as many or as little as you'd like depending on your level of fitness. For these exercises, no equipment is needed. Just make sure you have water to stay hydrated. Let's get started. All right guys, so the first exercise I'm going to show you today is going to be our plank jack. So to get into position, you're going to go ahead, you're going to bring your palms directly under your shoulders. You're going to kick your feet straight back. So the starting position, you're going to have your toes touching and they're going to be directly behind you in alignment with your body. So you want to keep your spine nice and straight. Don't let your hips dip. And so plank jack would look like you're gonna bring your toes out and bring it back in. Out, bring it back in. To make it a little more challenging, you can go ahead and do it at a quicker pace. This is really gonna challenge your core. And there is a modified version as well if that's a little too challenging for you. So the modified version would be, you're gonna go ahead, same thing. You want your palms directly under your shoulders, lift up, and you're gonna go ahead, bring one foot out at a 45-degree angle, bring it back in, and then you're gonna switch legs. But you wanna go ahead and brace that core. Make sure you keep it nice and tight. In order to give yourselves a real challenge, I would go ahead and do about 10 plank jacks. For the next exercise I'm gonna show you guys, we're gonna do a side plank crunch. So this is a little bit more of an advanced workout exercise, I would say. So go ahead and follow along. If not, I will be showing you a modified version as well. Setup position for a plank jack. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna put your elbow under your shoulder, you're gonna put your palm flat. So you're gonna put your legs straight out, and whichever side you're doing first, so for example, I'm doing my left side, so you're gonna have your left leg flat on the ground. Right leg will be directly over it. You're gonna lift at the hips, so just like this, lift up. And you wanna go ahead and keep those up. It's really gonna challenge those side obliques. So you're gonna reach your right arm straight out, and you're gonna go ahead and lift your right leg up. You're gonna pull in, crunch. Nice, slow and controlled movement. This doesn't have to be a quick movement. If that is a little too challenging for you, what I would recommend is you don't have to do the crunch at all. You can go ahead, just lift up. You're still gonna be hitting those side oblique muscles. Next, we're gonna be going into our flutter kicks. So flutter kicks, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna bring the body flat down on the mat. So the thing with any exercise that you do on the ground, you're gonna wanna think navel to spine. So you're gonna push your back into the ground. So for flutter kicks, it may be a little easier to put your hands beneath the glutes, and you're gonna go ahead and lift your legs slightly. You can lift your head, and now my abs are contracted. So for flutter kicks, you're gonna lift one leg up while the other is down, and then you're gonna switch, just like this. You wanna go ahead and keep your head lifted the whole time. Really keep that core engaged. For the flutter kicks, I would recommend doing about 20. So it would be legs switching off. So the left leg will lift 10 times and the right leg will lift 10 times. Next exercise we're gonna do our leg lifts. So same position, we're gonna lay flat. Always think when you're laying flat on your back, navel to spine. I always say that, just to keep it a reminder. Otherwise, your core is not fully engaged. You can keep your hands next to you along your side. It might make it a little bit easier if your hands are under your glutes. So for leg lifts, starting position, you can put your feet together. You're gonna go ahead, lift at the hips. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible. The further you bring them down, the more challenging. So keep that back flat. Breathe out as you come up. For leg lifts, I would recommend doing about 10. We're gonna be moving on to dead bugs. So for dead bugs, you're gonna go ahead and lay flat on the mat again. So startup position would be keeping that back nice and flat. I'll never stop stressing that. So you're gonna go ahead and raise your arms. So it's gonna create a 90-degree angle from the shoulder to the side body. And then you're gonna go ahead, hip hinge. So your knees are gonna be in line with your hips. And you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna move your right arm back and left leg down. Keep that core tight, meet up in the center. Now, when performing dead bugs, you don't want to have your knees and elbows too close because then you're losing contraction in your core muscles. So you wanna go ahead, like I said, don't lose that 90-degree angle. Keep those knees really in line. Breathe out as you bring your arm and leg together. When performing the dead bugs, I would say do 10 each leg. So you're gonna move each leg up and down 10 times. Moving forward with the next exercise, we're gonna go ahead and do our bicycle crunches. So set up for this, you're gonna be laying down, and so you're gonna have your hands behind your head. All right, so starting position, you're gonna bring opposite knee into opposite elbow, and you wanna go ahead and switch off. The more you keep your feet off the ground, the more challenging it's gonna be. So a modified version of the bicycle, just to make it a little bit easier, you can always keep one foot down. So you can switch off, so you can bring one up. Nice, slow, and controlled though. So if you do the modified version, you wanna take your time, really feel that contraction when you come up and bring that elbow to opposite knee. For the bicycle crunches, I would also recommend doing a total of 20. So you're gonna switch off each side 10 times. For the next exercise, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate your toe touch. So when doing a toe touch, you're gonna come down onto your back, keep that back nice and flat. So for this exercise, you do want to go ahead and raise your neck. So you're gonna also put your hands parallel to the floor. So they are gonna be raised above the ground. So you're gonna bend at the knees. I would say create about a 45-degree angle. And what you wanna do is you wanna keep your spine nice and straight. So if I'm gonna reach to the right side, you wanna keep your spine straight. You're gonna reach to do a side oblique crunch, just like this. Then you come back to center and down to the left side. And then switch. And just keep going. For that one, I would recommend doing about 10 each side. You guys are doing so great. We only have a few exercises, so just go ahead and try to push through, keep completing them, and give it your best shot. All right, guys, so for the next exercise, I am gonna demonstrate the mountain climber. So for our mountain climbers, I am gonna show you a more challenging version as well as the modified. So for the challenging version, you're gonna start up in your plank position. So it's gonna be hands directly under your shoulders, just like this. You're gonna go ahead, keep a neutral spine. And for mountain climbers, you're gonna bring in your right leg to opposite elbow, kick back out, bring your left leg in. To make it more challenging, you're gonna go ahead and kick. Just like that. So if you have a hard time with mountain climbers and keeping your position, you can go ahead and put your legs further apart and take your time. So legs further apart will keep the balance. Moving into our next exercise, I'm gonna demonstrate the plank hip dips. So in order to perform this exercise, we're gonna go ahead, get in a regular plank position, not a high plank position, so we're gonna keep our elbows directly under our shoulders. So one arm down, so go onto your forearms. You're gonna kick your legs back, keep them together. So spine in alignment, you're gonna move to the left side, reach up to the right side. So move those hips up. You're gonna challenge those side obliques, moving side to side. Unfortunately, there is no modifier for the plank hip dips. So what we're gonna do is we are going to move from side to side. It's gonna be a total of 20. So it's gonna be to the left 10 times, to the right 10 times. So just give it your best shot. If you can't complete it all, it's okay. Just keep moving forward. Lastly, we're gonna go ahead and do something called the windshield wiper. So I would say this is a little bit more of a challenging movement, so go ahead and just give it your best shot. This one even took me a long time to master, so just be patient and just keep moving forward. For a setup position, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna lean back into your tailbone. You're gonna keep your palms next to your hips. So your forearms will be directly on the floor. You're gonna cross at the ankles. And my spine is completely in a straight line. So you're gonna go ahead and move from left side all the way to the right. Keep that core tight. Try to keep your balance. That's the hardest part of this movement. For the windshield wiper movement, you wanna go ahead and try to complete at least 12. So it will be 6 towards each side. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all participated and found some exercises that you enjoyed. Remember, you can always come back to this video to refresh your memory, and hopefully within time you will be able to perform all 10 exercises. And lastly, I wanted to let you guys know that personal training will be returning to Creek Fit starting January 1st. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.